Hey guys, how you doing? Dr. Ware here. Sorry, I am actually preparing to sit down now, moving around a little bit. Hopefully no one gets dizzy or whatever. Sorry about that. Running a little bit behind in schedule here. I want to be here around 2 o'clock, but if you guys can hear me, wave. If you want to comment, please comment down below. Essentially, the reason why I really want to have a conversation with you guys today was, yesterday was the 4th. And yes, it was hot in most places, especially down here in South Florida. But essentially what I want you guys to concentrate on, and this is, again, across the board. I try to give tips and health health advice, not just for one particular health group, although I do love to focus on the sickle cell group, but chronic disease is treatable all across the board with certain, things that sort of intertwine. So today I really want to focus in on the hydration aspect of things. Yesterday was the 4th of July, and, happy 4th of July for those, and also thanks all you service people who continue to put your life on the line for our freedom. That being said, let's go move forward. Hydration is very, very key because of the fact that it's not just about drinking water. Nowadays, everyone's drinking bottled water, filtered water, and things of that sort. And the reason why bottled water and filtered water is great for getting rid of impurities, but it's also bad because of the fact that what happens is they do not replenish the good nutrients that's supposed to be in the water. Take, for instance, if you look at regular, let's say, spring water that is unfiltered, what we used to drink way back in the day, or in some rural areas, they may still use wells and pumps. If you test that water, there's certain trace minerals, there are certain things inside of the water that's supposed to be there naturally and supposed to be in your body. Those who live in rural areas or still drink water from a well because of the fact that it's being pumped directly from the ground itself, you notice that you have what is called quote unquote hard water, and that's a lot of the mineral stains you'll see on your pipes. Sometimes it might look a little funny color, like around your faucet or the head of your shower and things of that sort. Those are those mineral deposits that our body basically naturally needs, and the reason why it sticks to the plastic or sticks to the metal is because, again, a metal is going to stick to it over a period of time. It looks disgusting, whatever, but really those are the minerals that in city drinking water or bottled water we don't have. In fact, they actually add fluoride to the water for different reasons, but a lot of research shows that adding fluoride to water over a long period of time does very little benefit there as well. So, long story short, the calcium, the zinc, the selenium, the trace minerals of copper, all these things that are naturally in our regular drinking water we do not normally get. So yesterday, when everyone's sweating, hot, partying, things of that sort, we're grabbing these bottles of water, we're getting hydrated, and a lot of us noticed that if we look down, our feet got swollen. Where our feet get swollen? Our feet got swollen because of the fact that we basically put too much actual H2O, just regular water, in our body, and not enough of the trace minerals to actually flush that stuff out of our bodies as well. So that's one reason why I tell people it's very important for you to really be on a good multi-mineral complex as well. Multi-mineral complex will have all of the minerals that should be in natural water itself. Why is that important? A lot of these minerals we are deficient in our natural body. Whether it be, case in point, I'll give you a very, very quick example. Magnesium is something that we rarely have in our daily diet. It's kind of hard to get magnesium. It's not hard, but a lot of the fruits and veggies that have a lot of magnesium, or a lot of nuts that that have magnesium inside of it, we rarely actually eat or drink in sort of the quote unquote normal American diet. If you're not supplementing with that, with a vitamin or a tablet or a trace mineral complex, you are going to be lacking in magnesium. That can lead to extra cramping. That can lead to high blood pressure. In fact, the research shows that individuals that have any sort of hypertension, diabetes, or chronic disease is about 75 to 90% deficient in magnesium. So if you're deficient in magnesium, you're more likely to even have diabetes or even have hypertension as well. This is just what the research shows. So by actually, having a good trace mineral complex, even in my own clinical practice, I've seen that just by giving patients the proper supplements, their blood pressure naturally lowers without doing any other medication, things of that sort. So trace minerals are very, very important. So when I tell my patients about what's really, really good for hydration, they say, well, what sort of water should I be drinking? Should I be drinking, pH balanced water or alkaline water, or what sort of water? I said, well, honestly, you can get a regular filtered water, but make sure inside it you're adding back in your trace minerals. In fact, here I have a system in the office and also at home that I filter the water with like 5 different filters. It's a crazy system, but upon doing that, I add back in a trace mineral complex to make sure that myself and my family and my employees and my patients are getting the proper trace minerals they're supposed to have in their body naturally. And it makes a world of difference when it comes to even healing pain. When it comes to pain, again, a lot of times if you're having a cramp, first thing we say is, well, you don't have enough potassium in your system and or calcium and also magnesium. The main thing you want to do is, again, that's just cramping. How about the chronic pain people as well? It's because of the fact that your system don't have enough trace minerals to allow that blood to basically be pushed through your system as well. Again, that's one reason why in all of our supplements, we always talk about anti-inflammatory. We always talk about antioxidants and things of that sort. The reason why these are some of the trace minerals that are naturally in these herbs that's going to allow your body to naturally push the blood through your body, or get rid of a cramp, or get rid of pain, or actually balance out the blood sugar as well. So a lot of these things is very, very key. It's not just about drinking water, because again, when you drink too much water, it's called hydrolysis, which means that the cells actually blow up because you have too much water inside them. So the cells really not going to do their main function. As well, if you drink too much water, just plain water with nothing inside of it, what happens is your enzymes, because you have enzymes in your body, you have it in your saliva, you have it in your digestive tract, your urinary tract, every place. Those enzymes are really designed to actually help your body break down foods or different vitamins and nutrients in your body, or even break down protein as well. If you drink too much water, you're diluting those enzymes down so your body can't function as well. So again, you're not doing yourself any good by allowing your body to not have the proper trace minerals. I will always say the liquid ones are a little bit better. Most of the ones that I know on the market don't have any preservatives inside of them. What they are really just the trace mineral, and if you taste the trace minerals themselves, they'll either taste salty or taste very, very sour, because in nature all our minerals are stored in different types of quote unquote what we call nutrient salts. So just because something's a salt doesn't mean that it's going to be, it give you high blood pressure, but that's how in nature our body stores or has things as certain quote unquote crystallized things called salts. So it will taste either sour or a little bit salty as well. But again, you're going to put, in most cases, if you get the proper one, it's going to be 1 drop or 1 little capful to about 20 ounces of water. That's going to be enough for you to go throughout the entire day. There's a few it was always all, if I don't get tongue tied, sorry for talking fast, but there's a few brands that I use myself with my patients or just a recommendation. One's called Good State. You can find them online at goodstate.com. Good State has ionized their trace minerals. They have single ones, but they also have a trace mineral complex. I recommend just getting the trace mineral complex. They have no preservatives inside their stuff. It's very, very great. I've been recommending those for about 5 to 7 years with different patients as well. And there's another one called Adya, ADYA. They have a filter water system that's phenomenal, but they also have trace minerals and things of that sort that, again, they're phenomenal. I mean, Adya, I kind of prefer them as well. ADYA, I think that's how you spell it, .com. But those two are 2 brands that I tend to stick with. There's nothing really over the counter that I've used myself. I recommend is like oxygen, cell oxygen is another name of something else as well. That I've had some patients recommend and also use. They've gotten good results with it. So again, you want to stay with something that's going to not just fill you up and make you feel full. You want to do something that's going to promote your health. And I always tell patients this over and over again. When you put anything in your mouth, whether it be food or drink is going to take away from your health or is going to promote your health. When it comes to hydration, don't focus on just drinking water. You got to make sure it has something in there that's going to promote your health. And in my opinion, when I see patients, usually most of them, I say about 95% of them are all dehydrated. So the first thing I do is definitely make sure they're definitely hydrated. The chronic disease patients that's been on medications, you already know that you're dehydrated because of the fact that a lot of the medications take your trace minerals out your system in order to make sure that it functions. You want to make sure you're on a good trace mineral complex. And with those, I say read the instructions. Good State or Audio are the two that I actually recommend. I think if you stick with that, you keep drinking your anywhere from 32 to 45 ounces of water per day with trace minerals inside of them. You'll see that your body's going to feel a heck of a lot better. You're not having that as I say, that waterlogged feeling. And especially since it's hot most places now, especially here in the United States and also Europe, you really need this in your system. And also it's a way for you to prevent extra crisis or extra spiking in your blood sugar or your blood pressure as well. And then for our patients that have other issues, it will actually help your body just calm itself down a little bit more as well. Always like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We give all our help tips there as well as the fact that go to our website. We have a lot of information there that we keep rotating around. Just keep giving you guys as much information as we can to make sure that you're getting what you need from us. If there's ever any questions, feel free to give comments down here so we can answer those questions, as well as if you have any questions, give us a call. Talk to you soon. Bye.